Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. Well, I'm looking which bag we're going to do. I put up with PayPal. Some people had contacted me, and I know everybody doesn't have an eBay, Etsy, and eBay frowns upon conversing with people or using them to, sell your stuff, sell stuff behind their back or whatever. So there it is, RSMYSKETCH at suddenlink.net. And, if you say, I want this, and we agree on a price or whatever, and feel free to offer me a price, and because sometimes I have no idea what somebody wants to pay for it. If I list on Etsy and eBay, I tend to go high listing on Etsy. So on Etsy, it'll just go through the Etsy system. But want to thank Terry. Oh, I hope you don't mind me saying your name. I'm sorry. She bought the unicorn, and she has a small one and a larger one, and she was saying in the comments that she hopes it fits right in between, or it should fit in between those two. So it's on its way. The packaging machine was working, Terry. So I think I added the tracking number when I came home today, and hopefully you'll have it by, first class, probably Wednesday, definitely Thursday. So anyway, here we are on a Sunday night, and we're going to go ahead and do a jewelry bag. I think everybody's had a chance to see that PayPal. I don't send invoices. If you want me to, I can do it, I guess. I can figure it out. I've sent only one, but that worked out. Or you can just send money, or if you wanted me to send an invoice, I can do it that way. Anyway, now let's just get to jewelry. I couldn't really see anything in this. This was from the very last day, the 6th. I have them buried, like I have the first 17 bags are back up, way up under the desk. And we're going to go at the bottom first. So a little bit later tonight, I'll be listing some more of the more recent finds on eBay. So I'm waiting for that time to be just right. So $9.99. Let's see what we have tonight. I'm definitely the glasses half full kind of person. I always have been. Because I'm already thinking, I went by there today hoping they had put some more out. I kid you not. I'm like, I don't want this to, I don't want it to be every day that, they've got 10 or 11 bags out, but I'm ready for them. I'm not going to say anything. I just went to see if they did, but they had not. So I'm wearing a ring that I bought myself in 2003. It's a little tight now. Rubies, and they're not lab created. They're real rubies with diamonds, 14 karat gold. It cost me $1,000 at Gordon's in 2003. And I wore it for many, many years, and then y'all know how it is. You get a little older and everything kind of puffs up. That's kind of cute. That's different. It looks, what do I want, tribal or something? Or, I don't know if that's boho or not. Let's see if they threw in, this is like the last group she put together for me. So we'll see if she threw in some other stuff that's not, this has a screw on it here. This looks silver plated. I don't know what this is. What is it? Huh. Well, it's missing something because there was a screw on that end. I don't know, y'all. I'm baffled. That is a mystery. Thank y'all for identifying that these are copper magnet pieces, and it needs to be malleable because the magnets need to be touching the skin. Oh, that's awesome. Y'all are so smart. So smart. Well, this is like a big tangle. A big tangled mess is what I wanted to say, and I'm just going to say it. How was y'all Sunday? Have y'all been having good weather? It's going to rain here for 3 days in a row or something, and it was cloudy today. That's not a bad looking necklace, actually. Cloudy all day today. I went and got my mom, and we were going to do something relaxing, and you know, she's giving up sugar, so, and I'm trying to cut back. So in other words, we're not going to go. I had suggested we go to McDonald's and, you know, sit there and have the little hot fudge sundae thing. And so that was out, which was fine with me because I'm trying to cut back on sugar. That's both of us trying to lose a little weight, or a lot of weight. Not a lot, but 10 pounds. And so that was out. Neither one of us can sleep at night if we drink coffee past 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and she is not a coffee drinker. Plus the coffee places, I mean, Starbucks, that stuff will keep you up. I mean, that stuff, if I ever have a Starbucks, it better be at 6 in the morning or something. I don't ever have them. But this is just full of interesting little, and then they have to put this cloth on. None of us like the cloth. Everybody I've talked to, we don't like the cloth. I think that beautiful blue is glass. Oh, these are metal. This is like a ceramic, and it's, what is it, a pretty plant or something? Oh, it's like a bird, two green birds on there. Isn't that strange? I thought it was a bug. And some more glass. So, I don't know. I almost think this should go in the bead lot. Just because those beads are awesome. And somebody could probably make a nicer something with it. And here's kind of a dingy color of plastic. So I'm actually going to, I think, put that in the giveaway. It's not broken. They'll probably be shocked to get something not broken. Although I think somebody different gets it. I forgot yesterday when I was telling y'all that I put like 5 or 6 bags again out with different type of things, like toys, like dolls and little toys that are not going to sell, a few books, some kitchen stuff from the Thrift dumpster. That's cute. I mean, that's like Indian or something. That's what I mean by boho like this. This looks like it's from India. But it's not, I'm just saying. I forgot to tell y'all that it was late, but here comes that cute little couple where she drives her husband. He looks like he's had a stroke, you know, and this is a very long, you could double, triple it, and it's in very good condition, actually. It's pretty. It's going to go in the plastic lot. So, oh, this is pretty. They got some necklaces in here. Okay, y'all, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna set this out to remind me, and then we'll look at it. About what one of the top eBay sellers said. I just don't, I mean, maybe for him, but so they came down there and they took about most of it, and I went down today to kind of clean up, make sure it wasn't a mess. They never leave a mess. They compile, and they'll put it all in like one box. This is nice. This is like an enamel, dark green and yellow, and then these are some stones. So that's actually very nice. I'm looking because occasionally you'll have a 925 in there. These are really, that's really nice. Very, very vintagey though. Yeah, I forget his name. Gosh, he sells literally $45,000 of merchandise a month in a good month. He's got his shop in Illinois, maybe a pawn shop, and so he gets a lot of stuff in. This is upside down. Gossip. He said one of the hottest things for the upcoming year 2020 is watches. And he's talking about high-end watches. So people do buy high-end watches, but as I read some of the comments, you know, you got to stay away from the quartzes. You got to go for the wind-ups if you're purchasing them. Now, we're getting them out of the jewelry jars, and I just end up not getting too many good ones. This is Arrow Love, so that'll go in my name brand. And when I say go in there, I'm gonna, it's just fit full to the gills, so I'm gonna like take stuff out when I finally list it. So if you look on there, everything I say is going in there is not going to be in the final deal. It'll have to be split up. So I'll keep an eye out and see if I can. Somebody said you have to, you know, definitely put your own batteries in. And now if you put your own batteries in, that's not a wind up. So I don't know. The quartzes are the ones that need the batteries. I just don't know much about watches. I put like some of my better watches together in a little lot on Etsy, you know, and priced them a little higher. This is kind of cute. It looks like it would be a sterling, but it's not. So it appears that the theme of this bag, oh, we have a tag, Chico's. So that'll go in the name brand. Appears that the theme of this bag might be necklaces. Ooh, pretty, pretty. Well, Geneva. This is a nice Geneva. Those are probably, yeah, that's not amethyst, but it's amethyst tone. And I may do like a watch lot that is nicer watches and charge a little more. Right now, I'm not making much on it. I'm just, oh, look. 6 pair pierced to clip-on converters. Well, that's awesome. That's going to go in my repair bag, you know. If we get some that don't have their little hook dilly-dals. That's a pretty little root beer color. Mom said the Oscars are on tonight. I'm not interested. I never know what the movies are, and it's been like that for years. I have not paid attention to Hollywood in years, because it seems like when I do watch a movie, it's just a bad word. There's a particular bad word that's in all movies, and even my mom, she's like, you just have to put up with it. I said, well, no, I don't. I'm not watching anymore. I haven't heard of anything that really interested me too much. So She still likes to look at the fashion, but I do know I'm not interested in any of those people. Mink and Olivia are doing good. Olivia and I walked, and we did go feed the cats, and it's gotten some people watching upset, and you know, I can't solve the problem on my own, so we have a kill shelter. It's a terrible shelter, and I'm just feeding the cats, and I feel good about feeding the cats. I'm feeding them cat food, and so that's good. And I know I said they look pitiful, but they're getting one square a day for sure. Plenty of food. And one of the Toms came around, and he was eating this afternoon when Mom and I drove by. So it is what it is. I think every city has a feral cat situation. Just a gold tone. That's a pretty gold tone necklace there. Whoop, I'm way out of frame. 2 gold tone necklaces. One needs cleaning up. It started tarnishing a little bit. This is pretty. This is another gold tone with some rhinestones. Yeah, it's so funny. I'm already ready for them to put out another 10 bags. So my income tax is coming in, and I'm like, ooh, I'm ready. I've quit buying on the Shop Goodwill. I have 10 boxes over there. Well, maybe 8. 1 from the city I like, and 8. This is pretty, isn't it? Should that go in the rhinestone bag? I think I'm going to, because it's not a lot of gold tone in that rhinestone bag. Who is this? Is Little Monkeys? That'll go in the free thing. Oh. I don't know that we're going to be getting much sterling in this. This last batch she put together for me doesn't seem to have. I don't know. We'll see. This is that's a weird symbol. Is it? What is it? I forget. Have y'all told me? One of them y'all told me was like a deer antlers. Is that what this one is? Deer antlers. And it needs to be like in the middle of that right there. We need symmetry to happen, and it's not. So there is the pendant. Good condition. This is a ceramic. I like that color. This is like a rope, and it's just kind of dirty looking, you know. But that's a really cool pendant, actually. I like that pendant. That is nice. Whoa. Big Celtic cross looking pendant. This is a weird glass or something. I'm not sure what this is. It's cold. It's glass. Not marked toggle. This almost looks like coral pieces dyed purple. It really does. I don't know. Could be like pieces of glass. I don't know. That is strange. But they're just so, they look like coral to me. I put the coral necklace on too that we had gotten. I'm going to have to set that aside and investigate that. Okay, back to this Byzantine style. Peridot colored rhinestones. Really old vintage clasp there. I don't think it works. It looks corroded, but let me see. You can just put that on over your head. That's actually very, very pretty. Silver tone. This is for the, is this for those little wine, or is that actually an earring? I can't tell what those little things that go over the wine are. Hold on. Barabee. It's like a cow butt or something. Dog butt. I thought I saw another one, but I guess I was seeing that. That might be an earring, I guess. Need to look that one up. Oh, this is my dad's favorite, one of his favorite sayings. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. Love that amen at the end. A lot of y'all write that on your comments. Amen. That's nice. Oh, good. We have the other one. So that's fantastic. That's got to go to the boho. Got to go to the bohos. Glass. Yeah. Pretty. Like a... The browns are nice. Root beer again. Me to we. Is that some kind of a clasp? No. And it's seed beads. I don't know how you get that over your head. Oh, it's stretchy. And it's for a kid, so that can stretch over a kid's head. This looks like it may be peridot, y'all. What is this? That's the clasp. Well, we're not going to have any kind of a mark on a peridot. Nope. I gotta just get the lens out just to make sure. Nope, nothing on that end. This is vintage. Is this before peridot became expensive? I thought it was expensive. Of course, these are just the little whatever people call these. I'm trying to see how to get that in there now. Wait a minute, we may not have the original. Oh, it goes like that. That seems a little fishy, doesn't it? Seems like we should have the clasp that goes into. That might be, they took like a plastic thing and put it on there. Look at that. That is just something to behold. That is something to behold. I think that was supposed to have a different clasp. Trying to pick the phone up. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. 3 strands. I'm pretty sure that's peridot. What do y'all think? I'll have to look up the price on that. It's got little black inclusions on a few pieces, or dark, so it could be dyed. I just don't know. I don't think so, but Coleman. This is a weird watch too. It's missing something. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like it should have a compass on there or something. Okay, Coleman. We know that name. This goes with this. No name. Some photo. Wait a minute. What do we have down here? Kiss. I don't think it goes with this. This is separate. It's like a piece of wood, I believe. And it has like a, came off of something. Okay, so getting ready for Valentine's Day, we've got like a little cloisonne, a little kiss necklace. Cute. Here's this stuff that looks like bra straps to me. I don't get it. No markings. I think it's part of it. I don't get it. Anyway, it is pretty pink. Plastic. Pretty. That just looks like that would hurt to get that in your ear. Gold tone. This is certainly blingy blingy. It's inside and outside. I don't see any marks. See how you can see that hanging there, and then if you see the back of the earring, it's got more rhinestones. This is glass, possibly some stone, some wood. I don't know that there's any amber there, but one has to wonder. Actually, on these smaller, this is glass, but on these smaller pieces, it just looks like it could be amber. I don't know. I don't know. Really nice bright gold tone. I don't think there's a maker's mark in there, but I will look. Nope. So let's go ahead and dump that out. That's pretty. This is definitely funky stuff. Whoops, that one's going to be boho. Black. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's rhinestones. Gold tone necklace, another one. Not bad. This is so delicate, makes you wonder about that. I'm gonna look and see if there's any marking on here. It's so small. I don't see a marking. Here's a match to this other. This one kind of got tangled up. These are a match. They're pretty. This is delicate. Don't know who that is. Two little dragonflies, pretty colors. It looks like we're getting skunked on precious metal on the last two bags from the most recent haul. So she may be running out of the good stuff. Next bag, I'll try to dig in there and pick from a different one. Those are so cute. So those are a cute little pair of bugs, critters. This is going straight to the giveaway. And then this is just a weird, so small on that last snap. Doesn't look like it's ever been worn. It's too small to be worn. This is Premier Design, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Premier Design. So I like that. We'll put that with the Premier Design. Little tiny cross. Very last thing is a silver tone. Yeah, no marks. Earring. So that was that one. Springtime in Nebraska. We're reading from Hazel Josephine Barton. Springtime in Nebraska, season of the first daisy. There is in springtime a confusion of breezes, nature's season of in between, beyond the frigid blasts of winter and not yet come to summer's heat. There is renewal everywhere, new growth, new animals, red-breasted robins. I might want to see the game. Red-breasted robins. By the way, I saw a robin the other day. Hop about on lawns and fields in quest of unwary worms. The arching branches of bridal wreath bushes are frosted with white blossoms, and the fragrance of lilacs drifts into the house through open windows. There are splashes of reds and purples and yellows in beds of iris and tulips. Golden dandelions have put down roots impartially in country pastures, city parks, and in the well-tended lawns of those who think that lawns should be all green. The aroma of new-turned earth is everywhere as men and horses and plows stripe the fields with furrows. The smorgasbord of bugs and worms exposed by the plows is enthusiastically taste-tested by flocks of birds. Eggs kept snugly warm in an incubator will soon be miraculously transformed into bouncing little balls of yellow fluff. The wonderful breezes and warming sun send my mother into a kind of frenzy, and for days half the contents of our house are literally turned upside down. Mattresses, quilts, and winter woolens are dragged outside to air. Carpets are hung on clotheslines where we take turns beating the dickens out of them. Shelves and closets are cleared out, cleaned, restored to order. Windows and mirrors are rubbed until they shine. Floors are scrubbed, curtains washed, starched, and ironed. When everything is back in its allotted place, there is much satisfaction in cleanliness and order, and there is for a time a lingering essence of sun and air throughout the house. There is a kind of restlessness at school as we anticipate the unstructured days of summer, a lightness of spirit which may have been partially brought on by the shedding of our hated long johns. Crayons, scissors, and paste are much in use as we make paper chains, flowers, and butterflies to decorate our room. We work on a program to demonstrate our various talents or lack of them before our parents at the end of the school year. At recess, we are drawn outside where I can hold my own at hopscotch, marbles, and mumble-te-peg. On the way home from school, I detour into a meadow to search for the first daisy. I do not disturb this one, the first, but days later will run home with the stems of a starry bouquet clutched in grimy hands. I spend time grooming my horse, currying out the last of his rough winter hair, brushing his chestnut coat to a high shine. We ride out after school and on Saturdays to inspect the awakening countryside. We go off into the meadow where the daisies live. The horse nibbles contentedly on new grass while I lie on my back for a worm's eye view of flowers and sky. The blossoms of spring will not last long, and I am torn between wishing time would stand still and wanting it to fly. I am old enough to know that I need not mourn for dying daisies, for their deaths are but the beginning of a new cycle of life. And I am young enough to believe that springtime and the meadow are forever things, and that I will always rendezvous with the first daisy, either here or in some other place. Acknowledgement that death is part of the life cycle for people as well as for growing things is something to be pushed aside, to be thought about later. Maybe next winter when the daisies are sleeping beneath the snow on the meadow. Thanks for being with us, and I want to wish y'all a wonderful week.